Okay, student, now we will try to solve next question, that is y is equal to 1 upon under root 9 minus x square, similar to this, but this is in denominator, and overall this is under root 1 upon 9 minus x square. This is again a square root function. So therefore here y is greater or equal to 0 always, because square root of any real number is greater or equal to 0. So you have to remember in your mind, keep in your mind. Now we will express, already this is this already has been put in y is equal to 1 upon this. Okay, squaring both sides to express this x in terms of y, we will square both sides. Y square is equal to 1 upon 9 minus x square. This radical sign will be removed out. Then cross multiplication both sides, 9y square minus x square y square is equal to 1. X square y square will shift right side, this become positive, and this one will be left side, 9y square minus 1. Therefore x square will be 9y square minus 1 upon y square. Here x square, since x is a real number, so x square is greater or equal to 0. This implies, if left side is greater or equal to 0, this implies right side is also greater or equal to 0. But students, see here, this is defined, this function is defined if y is not equal to 0. If this y becomes 0, then this is not defined, this become infinity. Here it means y cannot be 0 here. Now if y cannot be 0, and we can't cross multiply here, because you know that this is an inequality, so you can't cross multiply. Remember in your mind, again I am reminding you that if an inequality is given there in this way, in this form, then we never multiply this, never cross multiply, but we do something this. So this become, this is already y square, this may be positive or negative, we can't say this. So y cannot be negative, sorry, y cannot be 0, it means this is positive maybe. So we will get here 9y square minus y, something else just like this. From here we will get, making the linear factor of this, we will get here 3y minus plus 1 into 3y minus 1 greater or equal to 0, because y square is greater or equal to 0, but here y is not equal to 0, so you can say that y square is greater 0 here, positive, so that it is defined. So this we get. Now we can draw a number line here again for this. See here, if we will put this is equal to 0, we will get here minus infinity to one of the point, we will get here minus 1 upon 3. Then if you will put this is equal to 0, we will get here 1 upon 3, and this is infinity. Now three intervals are there, first one, second one, and third one. Now look at this. If we will put something between minus 1 upon 3 to minus 20 here in place of y, what actually we are getting here? See here student, if I am putting here something, suppose y is equal to something, so just like this, minus 1 upon 3 and minus infinity, means you can put here minus 1, okay, because minus 1 comes between minus 1 upon 3 and minus infinity. If minus 1 is put here, we will put minus 1 here, so this become minus 3 plus 1, minus 2, it means negative, into, if I will put here minus sign, minus 3 minus 1, this is again minus sign, overall this become plus. Okay, now see here, if you will take a number between minus 1 upon 3 to 1 upon 3, it means in second interval, this interval. So suppose I am taking here 0 between this interval, in place of y, this becomes 0 plus 1 positive, and this becomes 0 minus 1 negative. Okay, overall this become negative. This is called actually method of interval. Now we will take up number in between 1 upon 3 to infinity. Suppose I am taking here 1. So if I will put here 1, I will get here positive. Here I will get again positive, positive into positive, again I am getting here positive. Okay, it means this value of function actually this is nothing but this, what we are getting here. So this expression is greater or equal to 0, you can say positive in first interval and last interval, but here it is negative. So we have to take these two interval only. So this implies that y belongs to what? Minus infinity to minus 1 upon 3. So a small interval minus infinity to minus 1 upon 3, and since this is also there, so we will put here union 1 upon 3 to infinity. Okay, but see students, here already we have seen here y is not equal to 0, and also here y is not equal to 0 and y is greater 0. Y is greater 0. This we have to take care, because the last step to find out the range is that we have to eliminate some values of y from here according to the definition of the function. So which are not valid. So see here y is greater or equal to 0, but here y cannot be 0. So simply y is greater 0 only. So we have to take only positive value of y from here. So this will be discarded. This value will be discarded. This interval will be discarded because this is negative 1. So only we will get here. This implies y range of the function will be only this 1 upon 3 semi-closed interval, where 1 upon 3 is included, and infinity. This will be the required range of the function, because y takes only positive value of the function. Okay. So in this way you will do some more questions regarding range of the function and domain of the function. This is enough, students. So separately I have discussed in a nice way, in a very simple way, domain and range of the function in a easy manner for your understanding. Okay, otherwise in your exercise both the domain and range are given in same question. Okay, so separately I have done for you so that you can easily understand it. So do the more practice at your home. Okay, I hope you got it. Thank you so much.